beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Anita, and I am coming at you today with my fountain pen collection. I have been collecting pens for almost 2 years. It will be 2 years, probably this second half of this month, officially into the hobby, as opposed to randomly buying fountain pens that I wouldn't use. So yes, I am about 2 years deep, and yeah, we're gonna look at how my collection has changed, and I will have a link up in the cards to my collection video from last year so we can see how it changed. Maybe I'll remember something, maybe I won't, but let's get into it. I have several drawers of pens to go through. I keep my pens in, I have some in Muji drawers, which I showed you all at the very beginning. A 5-drawer set of Muji drawers, and the others are in these cute little, I don't know, some kind of composite material drawers that I picked up at Home Goods. Yes, they were cute, and I said, you know what, I think pens could fit in there. Some will fit vertically, but what doesn't will go horizontally. And I use pen trays from Penn State Industries. I will link them down below, and I will link the Muji drawers too if you're interested in that. But that's how I'm currently storing my pens, and that's enough jabbing. Let's get on to the pens. Yeah, I've got a drink, y'all, and I've got a candle because we're gonna be here a while, and I need to already take a sip. I got a 40-ounce Stanley cup. We'll see. First drawer. I love this one. Look at all the acrylic. Look at all the plastic pens. Don't mind me, I'm just silly. You know, I would love to have them in a better order, but no, it's never going to be perfect, I don't think, because I don't care enough for it to be perfect. It's good enough. So in this drawer, I have got a couple of Delta Dunas. Both of these are Atlas Stationers exclusives that I picked up in 2024. This one here, I forget the name. I will put it up on the screen. This is gonna be tough, y'all. This has a medium nib because it's my first Delta Duna. I've never purchased a pen from the brand before. And this one is golden something. Honestly, this is gonna be really funny. I don't remember the name of this. I thought I would remember these pens. I was so committed. This has a stub nib. No, I don't remember like that anymore. I barely remember my kids' names. I remember their names, but sometimes I forget to call them names that they are. Silly. These two are Franklin Christophs. I was enabled remotely by Kristen at Life Inspires Design. She had featured this pen on her channel, and I absolutely love the color, and so I hunted it down very quickly. This is a Van Ness Pens exclusive. I don't think it's available anymore. And this one, I love this with the kind of like the Coke bottle look. I picked this up secondhand, and yeah, these are my two Franklin Christophs. I love these pens, and I have more on the horizon. I don't know how far off on the horizon, but I'll get to them eventually. I like these colors all grouped together right here. This is a Pen BBS, I think it's model 308, and I picked this up on AliExpress. I don't mind it. It's a finer nib than I usually write with because I realize that I need to write a little smaller, a little less big and billowy when I use a pen with a finer nib because I get messy. But I don't mind this one. I haven't used it in a while, and I wouldn't mind breaking it out, to be honest. This is my Delta, get it right, girl. Pilot Custom 743. This pen has a Falcon nib and the color's verdigris. If you can pick this up, if you like this pen, go get it because it is being discontinued. This is a North America exclusive, and yeah, I guess they're not producing it anymore, so get it while you can, if you still can. I'm not sure. I haven't really been looking for pens lately. I don't know. I guess I'm content for now. But this has a Falcon nib, and I love it. The nib takes some getting used to because most of my nibs are not flexy. So when I get something that has a little bounce, it's an adjustment, and I don't spend enough time to adjust like I should, to be honest. So yeah, I should practice. It's very relaxing to practice, at least in my opinion, to practice your writing. I don't know. I need to get back to that. All my Leonardos aren't together. This is a Leonardo Memento Zero in the colorway Golden Abalone. This pen has rose gold trim, and it has a fine flex nib. I remember this one, huh? I love the way this looks. I haven't written with it in a while, but I love the way it looks, and maybe I need to break it out. And all of my Estes are together, and I will just hold this up out of pure time because I'm awkward as heck. But yes, in order from left to right is the Winter White Estes, the Esterbrook Bunga Box collab pen, and this Estes is called Kacho Fugetsu. This Estes is in Punch. This is Sea Glass. This is the recently re-released Cobalt, and on the end is the re-released in 2024 Lilac pen. I love Esterbrook in the hand. I love the way it feels. I can just write and write with it. It's one of my favorite writers. Along with Leonardo's, I love the way these feel in the hand too. Next drawer. Or it's kind of random, but kind of not. This is another Pilot pen. This is the first gold nib I ever owned. It is the Pilot E95S in the colorway, I think it's burgundy. I'll put the name up on the screen. I hate to be wrong and send someone in the wrong direction. This pen has a medium nib, and it is a lovely writer. It's a pocket pen, but when you post it, it's full size. Honestly, I love this pen. I don't know why I don't write with it more. I do know why I don't write with it more, because it feels like a winter pen. And it's not winter, but so long here in the South. I live in Georgia. This is recently purchased toward the, I think it was in the fourth quarter of 2024. This is the Laban, what is the name? I don't remember. I'll put it on the screen because my brain's blank. It's morning and I'm awake, but my brain doesn't wake up for maybe another hour. Why didn't you just start it later? Because it's gonna take a minute to do all of this, y'all. Anyway, is it antique green? Oh, it's on the screen. I'm not gonna embarrass myself any further. What a struggle. Okay, this is the Majan A1. This was for a while the one, in my opinion, reliable dupe for the Pilot Vanishing Point, but now there's the Jinhao 10. This pen has a fine nib, and I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it handles, even though it's a fine nib. I love writing with this one. And now I have the Jinhao 10. I like them both. I need to compare them. This is an Asvine, or Asvine, I'll say Asvine. Asvine V126, V as in vacuum filler. This was my first vacuum filling pen because I wanted to get a Pilot Custom 823, but I didn't know how I'd feel about a vacuum filler, which is how I ended up with the 743 in verdigris. But I don't mind a vacuum filler, and they hold lots of ink. So this pen has a medium nib, and it's kind of discolored, isn't it? I don't know how it got to be that color. I had purple ink in it, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, it's a lovely writer. I have had very good luck with As Vine pens. And this is another. I absolutely love this. I love the weight of this pen. I love the demonstratorness of it. I love this pen. This is an As Vine V as in vacuum filler, 200. I have almost written it dry. I filled the barrel up. When I realized how much I liked it, I went back for more ink. I love this pen. I love the weight. The weight is what I love about this. And I can put any color ink in here and it's gonna match because it's clear. So silly, but I love this pen. It's amazing. It has a medium nib also. And next are my TWSBI Diamond pens. This is a Diamond Mini in Grape. It's so cute. This pen has a medium nib, followed by, from left to right, am I in the frame? Yes. This is the Diamond 580 ALR in Punch, the Diamond 580 ALR in Sunset Yellow. I think this is a Diamond 580 ALR, yes, in Prussian Blue, a Diamond 580 AL in Iceberg. Wow, it's like I'm taking a test. This is a Diamond 580 in Iris, a Diamond 580 ALR in Black, and then this is a Diamond 580 AL in Rose. I'll have it on the screen. The differences between the Diamond series is very subtle. The difference is in the grip section, primarily, I would say. I'll pull out this first. It's like the base model. In my head, that's what I call it. The section is just clear with the metal on the end of the grip section. The AL has a metal section, but it's smooth. And the ALR has a textured, can you hear that? Textured grip section. So that's the difference. So if texture bothers you or metal bothers you, there's the difference in the TWSBI Diamond series. Next drawer. It's kind of random, but kind of not. This is, pens you never see. I haven't written with these in forever. I need to pull them out and see how I feel about them. And if I'm not enjoying it, I need to rehome them. This is a Sailor that I picked up on Amazon. This pen has a fine nib. Whoa, is that ink? I will put the name up on the screen because I don't remember the name right now. And actually, I'm not sure if it's still available. This pen needs more cleaning. I'm gonna put this to the side. But I love the look of it. I was pen-abled. I can't exactly remember who did it to me. But I saw the pen and I just thought it was pretty. And this is when I was picking up pens, primarily on Amazon and AliExpress. So that tells you everything right there. But I still like the look of it, but I don't remember how I feel about the writing experience. I think it was a little scratchy for me, which is why my Sailor collection is right here. This is another Sailor. I think this is the LeCool. Yes, I see it on the pen. This probably has a fine or an extra fine nib, and same thing. I don't know. I am not really a ride or die for the Sailor feedback. So right now, these are the only two Sailors, and I need to revisit them to see how I feel. I love Pilot nibs, and that's why I have this, all these Pilot pens. I have got, and I'll just pull them up, 4 Kakunos. And the Kakunos, I'll pull one out and show you the nib. The nibs are adorable. They have a little face on them, and the pens are very affordable. You can pick them up at your favorite pen retailer, or you can pick them up on Amazon. I just love Kakunos. These are Pilot Metropolitans. This for a long time was my favorite pen. I think these all have stub nibs. It's a 1.0 stub, so it's a little narrower than what you usually get in a stub, which I like that. So your flare doesn't have to get too, I don't know, out of hand if it can. And then I've got two Pilot Preras. These both have medium nibs, and Pilot makes their own nibs, so I find the writing experience to be very consistent across the different ranges that they offer. I love Pilot pens. I really, really do. I haven't used this one in a while. And let's see if you can see. Oh, wow. Can you see the little face on the nib? And some of them are different from color to color. So wherever you decide to pick up your pen, just take a look and see what's on the nib. Because I think that's so cute. They're probably directed at children, but I don't care. I really, really don't. And this on the end is a pen I recently picked up at the end of 2024. This is a Hongdian M2. It's very similar in size to the Kaweco Sport. I love this pen. It's metal, and it's just slightly longer than the Kaweco Sport when it's posted. And oh, I just love the way this one looks. I love them all, and I'm not gonna buy them in every color, but I may just pick up one more color, or maybe two at the very most. Maybe two at the most. I'm crossing my fingers. I love the way it writes, by the way. The Hongdian I just showed y'all, let me pull it back out. It's visual. Unlike the Kaweco Sports, this pen comes with a converter, and it's not that teeny tiny little converter that comes with the Kaweco Sports. Well, it can be purchased optionally, I will say. I need to clean this some more. But yes, this comes with a converter, and it has a decent amount of volume that it holds for such a tiny little pocket pen. And I love the way this pen writes. I absolutely love the way it writes. I had it inked a couple of months ago with a Pilot Iroshizuku ink. I think Yuyaki. Oh my gosh, it was so great. And visually, I just absolutely love the combination. This is currently my only Diplomat pen. I have another one in mind. I have another two in mind. Hopefully I can get both of them. But this is the Diplomat Arrow. I love the look of the pen, but I was unsure about how I feel about it in the hand. So when I visited the pen show last year, that the Atlanta pen show, I tried out the Pilot pens to see how, not Pilot, Diplomat pens, to see how they felt. And I did not mind the texture. I love the fluted design. It's like a Zeppelin. I didn't mind the grip section. I love the nib. Oh my goodness. I just love this pen. I know many people have passionate feelings about metal pens or metal sections, but I don't know. Only thing I'm passionate about is nibs. I do not like scratching nibs. No, no, no. But I love this pen, and I love the color. It's so great. This is my only Visconti, but I have others that I'm looking at, but I'm just not feeling passion for new pens currently. I haven't for a few months. I feel good for the moment. But this is the Visconti Mirage Mythos in the colorway Poseidon. It's so stealthy. This pen has a medium nib, and I love the way it writes. It's just so great. I looked at this pen, the range, the Mirage Mythos line, for, I don't know, a few months trying to decide on a color. And when this new color came out, I just got this because I didn't want to keep waiting, and I love it. I still want to pick up another color. When I find something I like, I get multiple, so I don't have to think about it. That's just me. This is my only Montegrappa pen, and I love this too. This is the Montegrappa Elmo. I believe this was an Atlas Stationer's exclusive. This pen has a medium nib, and the nib is it's so pretty. I don't know if you can see the detail in there. I love the way this one writes too. I haven't written with it in a while, and I don't know, the ink I had in here was a little dark for me. It was diamine razor glass. I don't know. I didn't mind it, but I did. I don't know. I have to try a different ink, something that's a little brighter. I think I like it better. This is my only Benu. This is the Benu Hot Toddy. It's the Euphoria model. This is a Gold Spot exclusive. I was fortunate enough that they reached out and asked me if I would like to be sent the pen for review, and I said yes. And I love the way this pen writes. This has a Schmidt nib. It's a medium, and oh my goodness, I love it. I absolutely love it, and I want more. And there are so many new Benus that have recently been released in different sizes, and yes, it's all about the nibs, y'all. These are just nib holders. It's all about the nibs. Anyway, these are my Lammies. I don't know, when I first started collecting, I have a couple of Lammies that are MIA somewhere. Hopefully they'll turn up. But I do like them, and I find their nibs to be pretty consistent. This I picked up secondhand. It is an All-Star. I forget the color. I will put it on the screen. But I picked it up because I love the color. Let's just leave it there. I just love the color. And then purple and pink, I just like those together. And the Vista was one of the first that I picked up. I think this was the other first. These are about the same time. And I picked this one up on Amazon. Maybe I picked them both up on Amazon. I honestly don't remember right now. And I have not created an inventory list of my pens. I just have visual inventory here on the YouTubes. And this is my tiny Kaweco collection. I have, and I will just hold it up. Okay. I have, this is I'll put the name on the screen because I've gone blank. This is the Macchiato. This is the Art Sport, which is much pricier than the regular sports. And I'll put the name on the screen. And this is, I believe, Bordeaux, and this is green. I'm terrible with these names. I like Kawecos, I like the size, but it wasn't till I picked up the Macchiato that I loved writing with it, to be honest. I just love the nib on that one. That one's really good. It's a broad or a double broad nib. I forget. But yes, my little Kaweco collection. These, all but one are official Chinese pens. I'm not sure where this is made. So we'll just talk about this first. This was one of my first pricier pens before I upgraded my TWSBIs to the Diamond series. This is the Monteverde Mountains of the World. This pen has a stub nib, and I love the way it looks. The writing, when I first got it, I think it was a bad combination with the ink in the pen, but the last time I wrote with it, I did not mind it. I enjoyed it much more. I will just have to try another ink in here because I haven't written with this one in a hot minute. And oh, this I picked up. Oh, I love a good deal, y'all. This I picked up last chance at Atlas. It's the Conklin 1898 Misto Orange. This pen has a medium nib, and it's a chunk. It's a chunky pen. And I loved writing with it. I've had, y'all helped me pick the ink that I put in here. I think it was Autumn Oak. I forget, it was a diamine ink. And it was really great writing with it. I used it for a couple of months till I wrote it dry. And this is, let's see if I see the name, Lorelei. I picked this up maybe on Amazon. This pen has a fine nib. I'm not in love with it. It's a little smaller than I'd ideally like. I don't know, this is when I was still discovering my style and I was impatient. So if it caught my eye, I bought it. Yeah, so this was not a pricey pen. And honestly, I need to write with it again to see how I feel about it. It's the nib. I have to see how I feel about the nib. And I need the right ink in it, probably something that's well lubricated. But I do visually not mind the pen. Not my go-to colors. This is more of my go-to, or this. But it does look nice. Then I have, I'll hold it up, 1, 2, 3, 4 Asvine pens. These are all the P20 model. This was my most recent purchase. These all, well, all but one. This one has an extra fine nib. That was an error. I just sent my daughter the wrong link. She picked it up for me. Otherwise, they all have medium nibs. These are all piston fillers, and I love these pens. I've told you I've had very good luck with Asvine pens and nibs, and I wouldn't hesitate to try another. I guess I do think a little more as the prices go up. Excuse me. So when I picked up this one, I had seen it on YouTube already, and someone who I felt secure about in their knowledge of pens, because they're much further down the fountain pen road than me, liked it. So I said, okay, I'll try it. I like them so far, and I'm spending now about $50 instead of about $25 to $30. I'll go for it. No regrets at all. I love that pen. So anyway, and let's see, we've talked about these two. These three are Jinhao X450s. Like I said, y'all, I was finding my way, and I picked up, I think I got these three as like a package on Amazon. I don't know if they still have that. Anything that I can link for y'all, I'll link it. And yeah, this one I have currently inked. And I like it. I like the weight of it, because I think they're, the inner workings are some kind of metal. I don't know exactly what it's made of, but I like the weight of it. It could be brass, I don't know. But I like writing with it. I like the weight of the pen. I think this one has a fine nib, which I don't mind, because I'm much more aware now than I was when I first purchased it of how to make something that may not be my ideal work better for me. It's all about the ink and the nib. These three on the end are, this is a Jinhao 9016, and these two are 9019s, and look at the converter in here. This is a honkin' chonkin' big boy, and the converter holds a lot of ink. Look at this, it's amazing. It's a little bigger than what's comfortable for me for a long writing session, but it writes very nice. I am not disappointed by this. And I won't be picking up anymore, because two, I think I'm good with it. I've got clear for any color, I've got black for any color, and it's a little too big to be comfortable and make me want to pick up more. Like the Asvines, this is another one that I don't hesitate. There's another color in this model that I want to get, but I haven't picked it up yet. No rush, right? I have pens to pick from. And the Twisbies. All right. This first drawer are the clear Twisbies. Got clear, yellow, blue, and transparent purple. And on the right are the specialty Twisbies, rose gold and white, rose gold and cream. This is bronze, and I think it's cafe bronze. This is jade and rose gold. This is indigo and bronze, and this one is Irish green and onyx. The next drawer is the rainbow. I love it, it's so satisfying. I've got, let's see if I can name them. Don't get mad if I'm wrong or forget. I've got Rosso, Pink, Heat, Saffron, Persian Green, Mint Blue, Sky Blue, Cerulean Blue, I guess, or just Cerulean. Midnight Blue, I don't remember that one. That's Eggplant, Black, and White. Yeah, I only missed one. I can't remember what that one is. It's not the glowy one, it's just the regular color. I don't have any of the Glow Twisbies yet. I have not felt compelled to pick them up yet. So those are the Twisbies. And now we've got kind of randomness. Kind of, but not exactly. This drawer has my Laban 325 in Sakura. I love this pen. This is right there in terms of comfort with the Twisby Diamond Series, the Esterbrook Estes, and the Leonardos, but the weight of this one is heavier. I think there is definitely metal involved in this pen, and I absolutely love the way it writes. This is so great. This is a Jinhao Centennial 100. I've got Leonardo. This was my very first Leonardo in Aloha. This is the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0 in Planetary Nebula Limited Edition. Pelican M800 in blue black. And a Platinum Plaisir, which I kind of like. I don't know, I may have to venture deeper into the platinum pool. And this is a Jinhao 82 that I kind of franken-penned, and I will probably play with the nib and grind it into something else, to be honest. And then finally, recently purchased this year is the Jinhao 10. This is a retractable nib. I love it so far. And this is in my currently inked for the month of March. Home stretch. Let me take a sip of water. Oh, and here we have more pens. Oh, mostly Jinhaos. These four are Jinhao X159s, which are heavily inspired by the Mont Blanc 149, but trust me, you will not mix them up. But if you want to test it out for size, it's a decent writer. I have had good luck with all four of mine. I picked them, four of them, for not too much money on Amazon a couple of years ago. These four here are Jinhao Centennial 100s. And I've had decent luck with these. I think this one I sent back a couple of times before I got one with a nib that was good and a color that I liked, to be very honest. I love the color of this one. I just love this blue. This one is heavily inspired by the Laban Rosa. And I picked it up thinking I'll see how I like it. And I like it enough, but not enough to spend the money for the Laban Rosa. I like the 325 much, much, much better. I don't feel the need for that pen. This is the Admoc M800. total bite of the name of the Pelican M400. You will not mix these two pens up, I promise. But this one has a Schmidt nib, and it's a very good writer, and I will pick up at least one more of these, if not more than one. But like I said, lately I'm not feeling compelled to really buy anything, so I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. I'm not always going to be out here, you know, content with my pens. Eventually I'm going to want something different. I don't remember which pen this is. I'm going to have to look it up and let y'all know. This is like a one-off. It writes okay. I'm not a big fan of a silver tone nib with gold tone trim. But I think it's Maybe it's a Mahjong. I don't remember. I picked this up a couple of years ago. I used it when I first got it, and then I haven't used it since. This is a Hongdian. I will put the model on the screen. I like how it writes well enough, but it's a little slim for long writing sessions, so I just pull it out randomly, usually in the summer, because it's white and I just want to have like a bright lineup of pens. So superficial, but I do like the way it writes. And on the end, because I kept hearing about the Platinum Preppy, I have a Platinum Preppy, and to be really honest, to me, it's okay. I'm not in love with it, but it costs so little. It'll stay in my collection until something terrible befalls it, and then I will toss it and not replace it. But I do like the Plaisir, which is an upgrade from this pen. It probably has the same nib, but it feels better in the hand to me. But yeah, this is the Preppy, and it doesn't see much action. I don't get excited about the Platinum Preppy, but that's just me. If I were choosing between that and another entry-level pen, I would do a Kakuno. I like that much better. Oh, 100%. You can see I have 4 of them. 4, right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, and this is the last drawer. Randomness again. These two are Hongdians. I think this is 1862. I forget the number of this model. I will put it on the screen. And they're both comparable, I would say, in terms of the writing experience. Good, there's no ink in them. I don't want to be messy. They both have the same size nib. Yeah, it's just slightly different styles on a very similar pen. Let me just see. No, that doesn't fit. It's a little bit wider at the grip section of the pen on the right. But I like how they write. They're just a little slim for long writing sessions, so I pull them out randomly. This, when I was thinking of getting a Lamy 2000, Jinhao makes this pen. I will put the model on the screen. I can't remember what it's called. This pen was super duper inexpensive. I swapped the Jinhao nib for a Lamy nib, and I love it, but I haven't written with it in a while, just because it's, be really blunt, a boring looking black pen. So yeah, but I like writing with it. I'm telling you, it's all about the nib. So yes, I don't mind it. I haven't picked up any more, because if I did, I would be swapping the nib. So I just don't see the point of that for me. I just don't need a boring looking nib holder. This is the Noodler's Ahab. It has a flex nib, and I haven't written with this in a minute. I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't decided, but it was one of my early pens, and I felt fancy when I bought it. So it's here for nostalgia. These two pens I picked up in the last chance section at Atlas last year. I have a video about it if you want to see a little bit more. But I have not used either one of these yet. This is a Ferris wheel press pen, snap cap, yes. I don't know how well this is going to write. Here we go. Is there a converter? Yes, there is. I need to give this one a try. Maybe in April. I don't know. We'll see how it writes. It's just a very inexpensive plastic pen. It's very lightweight, and we'll see what the nib does, because it's all about the nib, right? And this is a Pelican Twist. I thought it was novel, so I picked it up. Am I unscrewing something I shouldn't? Let me see. It may be a snap cap. Yes, it is. I thought this was fun. It's very comfortable. It has a triangular grip section, which I don't mind. I don't really care about that per se. It doesn't like offend me or bother me or anything. I haven't written with it yet, as I said. And I don't know, maybe I'll pull it out next month or the month after and see how it writes. This was my first Pelican. Pelican M205 in the colorway Appetite. I picked this up because it was a deal on Pen Boutique. I'll see if they still have it. They may have the same model in a different color on a special price. I know I've seen the It's a pink color. I'll link it down below, because if you want to try the brand and get yourself a bottle of ink while you're at it, honestly, I like the writing experience, but I'm not going to lie, I cannot see myself paying $200 for this pen, even though I enjoy the writing experience. For what it is, I don't have enough bang for my buck. But like I said, for I think it was about $130, I didn't mind it at that price. I got the pen and the ink, I got to experience it, and I was happy with that. So that's that, and I think that's the end of the collection. I'm not missing anything. I put all of the pens in a drawer, including my currently inked, and that's everything. It has been quite the ride. Let me pull back out one of my favorite drawers. It's been quite the ride accumulating these pens and learning about what I like, what I don't like, and I definitely could have done it in a way where I didn't spend some of the money that I did, but I don't have any regrets about it. I enjoyed the variety of experiences, and I definitely can tell you that to enjoy this hobby, you do not have to spend hundreds of dollars per pen. You do not have to do that at all. You can have a wonderful experience and not go over $50, at least in 2025, at the beginning of the year. You can definitely have a good time. I know I am. So anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. If there's something you want to know more about, I am happy to tell you, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.